Thanks for coming on today and having some time to talk with us. Do you want to tell everybody who you are and kind of what you do?
So my name is Reckless Rhymacide. Most people just call me Rhymacide. I'm a hip hop artist from Indianapolis, Indiana. I was born and raised here. My catchphrase is killing them lyrically because I kind of came up in the early stages of hip hop where we had friendly competitions. So my catchphrase is killing them lyrically. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna kill another rapper lyrically. Sometimes they kill me though.
That's fair. What are
Yeah.
you on right now currently?
Right now, I am currently just promoting for the most part. I sell merch, Ramazan merch on Amazon. So for the most part, I'm just really promoting and then I'm selective on what shows I take. So my next show is so my birthday is October the 4th.
Happy early birthday.
I appreciate that. So
Yeah.
I have a show coming up at Hot Boys in Fountain Square. It's called Flexing on a Fountain.
Hot
And
boy.
I would love people to come and check it out and see what I do.
What day is
And
that?
it's Saturday, October the 5th is the day
Okay.
of the show at Hot Boys in Fountain Square. There'll be a big promotional campaign start now. So
And for those that don't know, Hot Boys has amazing chicken. They are the chicken place. They're in the old Pepe's building for all the old school Fountain Square people.
They are, you know that.
Yeah.
Okay. I used to be in Pepe's. Most of the time it was like in the wee hours of the night, though.
Yeah, that's what we all the characters. We used to have the most fun when the drag shows would let out and come in there.
Pepe's. I got a lot of crazy memories from that place. So yeah,
I like that what Hot Boys is doing with the building and the food is just fucking delicious. I got to give it to them because I was skeptical when I was like chicken place with no eggs. And then they ended up making their own sauce, and I think that came from everybody bugging them all the time.
Yeah, so they put their own spin on it, which is pretty cool. And I like the fact that they let us rock over there. I've never performed over there, but I've saw some shows over there, and it's just a really dope space. And I love the fact that a lot of people are incorporating more local music into just their overall business in general.
So how's getting involved with the show at Hot Boys, or do you kind of move around doing shows at different places, or how's that work?
I just go wherever I'm booked at. The show at Hot Boys, hip hop artist by the name of Lil Flex reached out to me, but we had been communicating on like Instagram, so he pulled me in there to add some variety. Because my show nowadays is it's definitely hip hop, but it's going to be a variety of hip hop because I like to experiment with my music. So it's a combination of a different subgenres of hip hop. Like probably my hottest song right now, and this thing actually made the charts.
Is a birthday one?
No, believe it or not, no. So the birthday one, I'll tell you that story real quick. The birthday song I did because people be booking me for like birthday parties and different stuff in the backyard and stuff like that. And I like those parties because we get to know each other. Mm-hmm. For me, it's all about community. I want you to get to know me and hopefully you'll like me, and I'll be just like the boy next door. And so that was the whole purpose of the birthday song, so I could perform it at people's birthday parties.
That makes sense.
And it's been working. So you could definitely book me to rock at your birthday party. You know what I'm saying? But no, the song it was made it to the media-based charts was the We Came to Party song. It's kind of like a poppy song. So think of Black Eyed Peas, Flow Rider kind of vibe, which is something that I normally don't do. But like I said, me and my producer who done it, we talk every day and we be creative. We both kind of like, I don't know, Batman and Robin. I'm Batman. No. And so we So we argue about music and we brainstorm about different songs that we think will be successful. And that one right there, we was just like playing around in the studio, but when we released it, it's what people liked. So, like people have reached out to me from like Germany,
Nice.
yeah, man, just overseas, and I've done interviews about people inquiring about that song, and they really like it. And so actually, and it's funny that we doing this today, so I can tell you that it's airing on a Roku channel and Amazon Fire channel called Just Vibing It. They picked it up, and it's
Nice.
yeah, no, the song is doing amazing, which, like I said, is crazy because it's not normally the type of music that I would make, but it just goes to show you that us artists, we create, but we don't really pick what becomes a hit. The listeners pick what becomes a hit. They decide what they like, and
That's fair.
yeah, so it was it was a learning lesson for me as well, but I always close all of my shows with it because people love it. So
That's cool.
yeah.
So talked a little bit about mentioned Black Eyed Peas, but you also said that's not really normally a thing. Tell us a little bit about like the influences that you do feel like that you have, or even if they've changed over time.
Yeah. Well, for the most part, my influences are definitely gonna be like old school hip hop acts, Beastie Boys,
Love.
Run DMC, Houdini, the old LL Cool J.
Okay.
So can I tell you a cool thing that happened to me?
Absolutely.
So this is how crazy it can be. This couple months ago, somebody hit me on, I think it was on Facebook or Instagram, but they hit me and said that they were the campaign manager for this young lady that's running for U.S. Senate here in Indiana. I thought they were joking. I swear, I'm waiting for somebody to be like, haha, but they were dead serious. And I asked them, I was like,
performance?
Yeah, I performed at her campaign lunch party, and I asked him, I was like, you know what I do, right? You want me to tone it down? She was like, no, we know what you do. Do what you do. So I thought that was really dope. And then if she gets elected, they've agreed to bring me back in a big celebration party. So I just thought that was dope, and that just shows growth and it just says that you can just be yourself. You know what I mean? Like none of us are going to be everybody's cup of tea, but there are going to be some people out there that absolutely appreciate you and love what you do.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, any artists that are listening to this, I want you to know, just don't be afraid to be yourself, man. Just do you, and the right people will find you.
Did you you were doing some shows out of the Circle Center Mall for a while?
Oh yeah. So who was that? A group called Musical Family Tree booked me a few times. They booked me during All Star, and then for a show previous from that to perform at a Circle Center Mall. They had on the food court, the dining pavilion. Yeah. So yeah, I did that. I rock Slamology. Like I said, I mean, I get to rock some really cool stages. I even performed on Channel 8, so Wish TV here in Indianapolis.
Nice.
Yeah, so like I said, but most of it seems to have stemmed from that song "We Came to Party." So if you get a chance, I think if you listen to "We Came to Party," I think it'll spark up nostalgia if you're from Indy, then it'll remind you of when we used to go to CT Peppers and the Vogue and like retro rewind on Wednesdays, stand in the rain, go in there, get wasted, and just have fun. And that's what I want this chapter of my music to be. I want to bring fun back to music. I know that we all go through things and we have, sad stuff happens, but I want to try to focus on the fun. I think we need some more fun in the world.
Yeah, there's a lot of sadness and arguing and
yeah.
So yourself like trying to navigate the social side of the music business with that, like as far as there's so many, it just seems like once you actually get into it, you realize there's just so many small little disagreements and blur like little,
It is, but I really think, Amanda, I think that sometimes we have to we have this saying, me and my buddy who done it, we have this saying, and we say, rock with the people that rock with you. Sometimes you might want to be in this one group or with these one certain people, but if those aren't the people that are rocking with you, just pay attention, look around. I pay attention to the people that like my comments. I mean, like my post and sharing, and I always comment because those people take time and they invest in me. They invest in time in me. So I just try to pay attention to them, and I try to find other people like them. I mean, I feel like I do get some really good opportunities. I feel like I've got excluded from some stuff that I wanted to be a part of, but the truth of the matter is it probably wasn't meant for me. You know what I'm saying? And and then as I'm out and about networking and stuff, and I go to different shows and stuff, people tell me that, and just randomly, they be like, hey man, man, I really love you, or this song right here really meant a lot to me. Like I could really relate to it. And that type of stuff, it lets me know that everything is okay, no matter how, no matter how I feel. And, sometimes just recently I'm driving down the street. Some girls are flagging me to, roll the window down. And I'm looking like, what the hell's going on? And so I'm thinking maybe they're going to tell me the tire's flat. And then they was like, ain't you Rhymacide? I was like, yeah, what's up? They was like, we love your music. And and that day that happened, this was just a few days ago, but I needed that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a random message. I needed that. So I just feel like I said, I try not to get upset about anything. I try not to even get discouraged anymore as a musician. I know that artists, we are some emotional creatures. We are.
Definitely.
But I think that sometimes we just have to use what we have, use the people that we have as resources and stuff like that. So I always try to see the bright side of the situation, because I've experienced the ups and downs of the music business, and now I'm just having fun. And now I'm just doing what I do because I love it. I make a little money here and there, but when I first started doing it, it was never about the money. It was because I love creating. I'm a hip hopper.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I write now, a lot of times I just kind of write with a purpose. And I'm just thinking of how can I want to leave a legacy. Like I know that people may not fully appreciate what I do while I'm here, but I know when I'm gone, the shirts, hopefully they'll be wearing my shirts like they wear the Metallica shirts. And I know they've never heard a Metallica song.
Not a day in their life.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's when Stranger Things came out.
Yeah. But it's trendy. And so that's kind of sort of what I'm trying to do, Amanda, is just trying to leave a legacy behind, So
be a person to shout out that people should be on the lookout for, like maybe a new artist that's coming out of Indy, or
Oh man, it's too many to name. I'm gonna name a few.
Off the top of your head, no pressure. Sorry if you got left out.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. So I got a homegirl by the name of Sounds of Shiree. She's a really amazing pop R&B artist. My music producer, his name is Who Done It Beats. He is a dope MC. He doesn't do it often. I've talked him into releasing a project. My brother, the real LOC. It's just so many dope. It's so many dope artists. It's hard to name them all. I'm just say support local music. We have the exact same we use the exact same equipment as all the majors have. The only thing that they have that we don't have is a bigger marketing budget, but we use all of the same tools. And one thing I will say is that most local artists do write their own music. The major artists, they usually have a team of writers. So definitely, whatever city you live in, get out, support the local music scene. Things are definitely getting better, and I'm going to continue to advocate for them.
That's awesome. Is there anything that you feel like you want people to know about you, or that we haven't talked about that you really feel like is important for people to know?
I don't know. I am definitely going to, well, let me just say this. I'm going to say it. I'm going to start saying this in my interviews. So recently I released a single called Foot Fetish. Now, I have been looking for someone to star in the music video. So if you're in Indy and you cool, you get a free mani and pedicure. I'm looking for a model. But the song is really, really fun. It'll be my next lead single. Is called Foot Fetish. It's a really, really fun song. So think of 50 Shades of Grey, but with a guy with a gray beard. No, but it's really fun. So I would just want to keep having fun. But the main thing for me is always, I'm an artist. I definitely have, I get a decent amount of support. And I just encourage everybody to support the local music community. And if you're in Indiana, definitely support the local music community around here. Go out to shows, buy T-shirts, buy stickers. I'm telling you, you're going to probably discover your next favorite band.
Yeah, I have definitely done that around this. I mean, we have some pretty awesome bands coming out of Indy, and I don't think a lot of people even know what's happening. But you're on the different side, because you have exposure to, different types of artists. I think I've kind of gotten more like, the punk and rock and roll side of things, but still.
Hey, but I've been over at the Melody Inn. You never know where I'm gonna show up at, Amanda. I'm telling you.
You might catch me there.
Oh, I just be out floating around. You don't go into the boys' bathroom, but I hope not. But I'm sure I got some stickers posted up in there. I'm
probably.
That's the thing is, I love music. I have an appreciation for all genres of music, and I never know where I'm gonna end up at. Sometimes and that's the thing is, when I used to read the physical Nouveau, I used to always look for places that had live music. And I go and they don't know who I am, and I don't necessarily want them to know who I am, but I always try to be the loudest person cheering and, try to be front row, because I know that stuff is important. And I always want to encourage people just to keep creating. I mean, I think that we need that. I hate remakes. So I love original music. I love the fact that somebody sit down in their bedroom, cross-legged, took their time, and wrote out their feelings and their thoughts. So I try to encourage that. I try to promote that. And sometimes I host like these Rhymacide and Friends concerts. So where I just get a variety of people that I've met from open mics and stuff like that. So like I said, you never know where I'm going to show up at. If they playing live music, I'm probably going to find out about it, and I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be yelling, and I'm going to be whistling and stuff. And I just want that to be a part of my story. I want people to be like, man, that guy loved his homies.
Yeah. But I always think it's important to look at, when someone makes it, or when they feel like they're getting where they want to be, do they reach back and pull somebody with them, or do they only worry about themselves? And I think the people that always want to reach back, like, they find that when they fall, they have support.
Yeah.
They worried about,
I agree with you. I think it's important. And like I said, but for me, I'm just so passionate about the local music scene that usually when I do interviews, they rarely ever about me. It's about my service work because when I was starting out, I wish I would have had somebody knowledgeable to kind of guide me. So I just try to be the change that I want to see. And it doesn't matter what genre it is. We can find the right audience to put you in front of. A lot of times that's what it all boils down to, is putting you in front of the right audience, having you collaborate with different, somebody with a different genre of music, and that way you reach their audience and they reach your audience. And nowadays with these streaming platforms, you pop up when people are searching for me, and I pop up when they're searching for you. And I think that's important. You know what I mean?
That's one of my favorite things to ask artists and musicians, is with the way that music is received now and with the way streaming is and everything is changing. What do you see for the future of the music industry?
Well, I would advise artists to learn as much as they can. Definitely learn about sync licensing. That's like getting your music in. There's some companies out there, get your music in commercials and TVs, and because video is king. Like, there's no shortage of streaming channels, and there's only going to be more and more emerge. Video is king. So try to contact some sync licensing libraries and get your music in there. And I would say,
what are some of the ones that you would suggest for the people to use? Do you have
I'm not exactly sure. I'll actually, if you guys follow me on Facebook or Instagram, I'll make sure that I put a list of companies that I think that are reputable. But I definitely think sync licensing is going to continue to get huge. And because it doesn't necessarily require the song to have a million streams on Spotify, as long as it fits the mood. Like, if you got a song that's about a rainy day, there's probably going to be a scene in a movie that has a scene that requires a song like that. So I would just advise somebody to learn as much about the music business as possible and get back to the basics, man. Sell merch. It's plenty of merch on demand companies. Like, I sell through Amazon and I sell through Teespring. It doesn't require any money up front. It just requires, most of the time, you can use like your cover art, or if you have a logo. So I would always say sell merch, because if you sell one t-shirt for $25, imagine how many times somebody has to listen to your song for it to generate $25 on one of these music streaming platforms.
And it's free.
And it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. So every time I see an Amazon truck, I wonder if somebody has ordered a Rhymacide hoodie or t-shirt. That's awesome. Do. Well, I'm like I said, I advertise it. I definitely want people to listen to the music, but I need to make money, because I invest money into it. So I try to use the music to sell merch, and plus that merch you can have for years to come. Like I said, I see people with AC/DC t-shirts. I know that they don't know those songs,
right?
But that's how the merch. So I kind of pattern my stuff after like the old rock bands like that. And you remember like when we used to go to the carnival and you could win these mirrors,
the little squares.
Yeah. So I think that we need to just, that's our superpower. I think a lot of these newer acts don't know about that type of stuff, because even though people say nobody but buys CDs, I sold 100 CDs in one day. I had a CD release party here in town, sold 100 CDs in one day, promoted it as a collector's item. And I won't remake those CDs. That was my thing. I told them that I would never release any more of this particular CD. It'll only be 100. I'm going to keep working. So basically, you invested in me, and I sold them all in one day. I signed them, sold them all. And I'm still working, and I'm still growing. And this is how we doing this interview today. You know what I mean? So I just think that sometimes we have to teach our audience how to love us. They don't necessarily know how to love us as an artist. So we have to tell them, like, hey, this is what I need you guys to do. I need you to like, I need you to share this with your friends. If you enjoy it, maybe they'll enjoy it. So I think that community is a big part of my success, and I think that community can be a big part of any musician's success. But you have to, I think long gone are the days where you can be used the mystique of hiding behind the scenes. I think now people want to get to know you. They want to know your personality. And I think that that is what leads them to your music. If they like you as a person, you know, they'll probably give your music a chance, and chances are they'll probably like your music. So I think the goal is just to be likable. Just be a nice human being. You know what I'm saying? I say that in every interview, but I really mean it. I think that for me, that is probably the key thing, is to try to just be a nice human being. You know what I'm saying? If somebody says that they like the girls the other day, that it melted me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't expecting it. I was kind of having a crappy morning, and I needed that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, just be a nice fucking human being. We all got to coexist in this world.
Ain't that it?
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
that's really me in a nutshell, Amanda. And I appreciate you taking your time out to talk with me today.
Absolutely. I know. Thanks for stepping aside. I was like, oh, it is a holiday. I probably shouldn't have scheduled this today, but
hey, this is all I do. This is all I want to do. All I've ever wanted to be was an MC. I'm telling you, some people had dreams of, you know, being a doctor, a lawyer. Me, myself, once I discovered hip hop music, I fell in love. I can still hear my mama banging on the bedroom door, turn that goddamn music down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I've ever wanted to be, was an MC. And so I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Even if I never get rich, I did what I wanted to do. And
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. Hell yeah.
For me, I love this. So hopefully, hopefully I encourage. I mean, I definitely, like I said, I want people to listen to my music because I definitely have some cool messages. But I hopefully other artists or musicians will see this, and hopefully I could be somewhat of an encouragement to them to just don't give up on your dreams, man. Just keep doing what you love, man. Yeah. That's who you are.
Yeah. And if people want to find you, give us your information.
If you want to find me, you can just type in Rhymacide, RHYMACIDE. I do have a website called rhymacide.com, but I'm everywhere. I'm always running my mouth. I'm loud. I'm quiet because I'm at home. Huh?
What are your socials that we can follow you on?
Rhymacide. So on Instagram is Rhymacidal. On Facebook it's Rhymacide. On OnlyFans it's I'm just playing. I don't have an OnlyFans. No, I don't have an OnlyFans. I'm just playing. So mainly I'm on Facebook. No, I'm just playing. So people were probably typing. Nah.
They're looking for them feet videos now on the OnlyFans.
Hey, I need them. Well, yeah, no. Hey, I'm telling you, I just always, it's my thing, man. I've just always had an appreciation for women that take care of their feet. I can't wait for springtime. I'm going to look. I'm not going to be creepy, but I'm going to look down. Now, I just like
creepy.
No, I don't, some people overboard with it. I'm going to look. I'm going to always be a gentleman. But like I said, usually I talk myself into some crazy situations. I'm always running my mouth. So, but I just like to have fun. I like to meet people. So definitely hit me up if you guys have any questions, you want to collaborate or anything like that. Like I said, my birthday is coming up. It's October the 4th. I got the show at Hot Boys in Fountain Square on the 5th. I would love to see you there. It's going to be more than a show. Just trust me. If you never saw me rock live, it's going to be a fun time.
Awesome. Heck yeah. Hopefully we'll get to see you there then.
Hopefully, Amanda. I appreciate you, like I said, man. And I definitely love Nuvo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you for doing it. I like I said, Jeff has been waiting for a while to have a chance to be able to put you. He was like, "Well, we got to put him like we got to get him in something. We got to do this."
Well, timing is everything. Actually, the 50 Cent concert, he the one blessed me with the 50 Cent concert, and I took my buddy who done it beats because he loves Busta Rhymes.
That's
That's my concert buddy, and because I could talk to him about anything about music. You know what I'm saying? Like he never gets tired.
I love it.
Even if we don't agree, we can argue.
Yeah.
Like on the Kendrick and Drake thing, we can argue. And
which side are you on?
you know, I'm on Drake's side.
Oh no, I didn't know. I didn't know.
Yeah, no, Drake. I know he's an actor. I get it, but he is a clever guy with the words, man.
But he doesn't write his own music.
Huh?
He doesn't write his own music.
I know that. But his delivery is impressive to me.
I will say that there are definitely Drake songs that I like, but if I pick, it's gonna be Kendrick.
Drake is definitely probably he is a culture vulture. I'm not gonna lie to you. He sees what's hot, and then next thing you know, like Afrobeats is hot right now. I guarantee you, one of his next songs would be like an Afrobeat song because that's just what type of artist he is. But you know, he got so much funding and so many people in his corner that, like you said, he probably ain't making his own decisions. And that's one thing I love about being an independent artist, because what I do means more to me than any amount of money. So I couldn't imagine somebody telling me what I can and can't do. Like, I wrote this, you know what I'm saying? So that's why for me, it's not necessarily all about the money, man. For me, I just have a love for the art. I enjoy what I do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think, and then like ultimately, everyone's goal should be to just like eventually end up like Prince, where you can just sit in your own beauty that you created.
No.
Be like, this is what I made, and I don't.
He was trying to tell us back then. It's a bunch of videos that surfaced where he would tell us about the wickedness that goes on behind the scenes and stuff like that. And
well, there's a lot of people that believe that he was not. Like the whole thing that him dying in the elevator was kind of ironic, right? And elevator was down.
I'm definitely a skeptic on a lot of topics. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's I like to believe that the majority of the world is a nice place, but I know that, you know, things happen behind the scenes and stuff like that. And but like I said, that's the important thing of me being independent, loving being independent. People hit me up all the time. Hey, if you're not going to offer me something that's going to be life changing, then I'm okay. I'm fine doing what I'm doing. My people appreciate it. I appreciate it. Leave me alone. So
that's awesome. Well, thank you so much for sitting and talking with me.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you.